Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing great today. I appreciate those of you watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. And to be honest, it's the first time I see myself today. Still in the morning for this video, and my hair is a little puffy here. You can kind of push it down a little bit. That's all right. It's just a byproduct of being an 80s child here. I was born a little bit before the 80s, but most of my childhood was in the 80s. You know, we like the big hair, stuff like that. But hey, you don't care about that stuff. You want to know about this movie, the show called Captivating the King. And if you've already seen it, leave some comments below. Interested in reading your thoughts about this. So let's talk about Captivating the King. This is a South Korean historic drama. It takes place roughly after the Qing Empire invaded Korea, or the Joseons. This way they couldn't provide aid to the Ming. Anyways, it takes place shortly after that, and the main character is actually the second king after that. The first king, he kind of dies in mysterious ways, and there's a lot of corruption in the court. And so we have our second king here, and he's trying to, get all the corrupt officials out. However, because how he took over as king, there's other people who's trying to dethrone him because they picture him as actually being the evil king, and that he was the one who poisoned his brother. So this makes it for an interesting dynamic of a show. This what you would call it, kind of like a political romance show. But there's a lot of politics in there. So if you like political shows, this is for you. Personally, I like political shows. I like all the maneuvering that characters do to get power, to take power away from people and stuff like that. And I get plenty of that in this. The show kind of uses Chinese checkers. I think it's Chinese checker. They call it Bach. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's spelled B-A-E-K, and it's whatever it is. It's something like chess. I'm sorry, Chinese chess or checkers, whatever. I'm ruining it here, but it's where you move these pieces around. It's something like chess. You try to capture your opponent's stones so you can win. And so we see that our main character, our male lead, has a brilliant mind in strategizing, and we see this throughout the show as he's able to outthink his competitors. However, there's one person who's just as good as he is at this game, and she's also just as good as him as playing the political game, and she's trying to overthrow him because she sees him as a villain. I will get to the details about why she thinks that. And so we got these two going hand in hand. What I like about this is that you don't know for a good portion of this show if the king is good or if he's really bad. I mean, he starts out as a good guy, but once he takes power, he starts to do things that are kind of shady. And so you're kind of wondering, is he really corrupted by the power that he obtains? Or is he got a different motivation? And you got this the female lead, she sees him as she knew him before he was king, and she liked him, and they were like great friends and stuff, but he kind of betrayed her, so she sees him as this evil person. And what's interesting is you see her that she's kind of like a goody two-shoes kind of thing. I think she's kind of too high on herself. She thinks she has this righteous cause. But you see that she also kind of aligned herself with people who are kind of shady as well. So, you think of her, she might be a good person. The people that she's employed around her, you can tell that they're not such good people, and they got their own motives in this. And as these two characters go head to head, it makes for a great dynamic. And of course, you got a third party of the real villain of this show, and he's making his political moves as well. And you get the Empress Dowager, so it's a great political movie. A lot of great writing in this. It's very well shown and explained. You really get behind the motives of each character, why they're doing what they're doing, why they make certain moves and such like that. And they're bringing in all these different elements. You even got the outside element of the Qing Empire, making kind of forcing their policies onto this kingdom as well. And so our king has to kind of take them into account as he's making these political moves. I feel like the writing is very well acted. The two main characters do a great actors do a great job in this. This is definitely, if you like historic dramas, especially those with political ties, this is definitely a show for you. Like I said, it's kind of like a political romance. The romance is there, and it's there heavily as well. So you like romance, you know, and you don't mind the political stuff, you will enjoy this as well. Though the ending, I'm not going to give away too much, might not be to your liking. I know if my wife watched this series, she wouldn't like it because all of hers, anything that has a romance in it has to end with a wedding. Spoiler alert here, this doesn't end with a wedding. And I'm not going to tell you if you have a happy ending there, if the two main leads get together or not at the end, because I would ruin it. I'm not going to tell you if the king wins or not, because there's time as this where you feel like, how can this show have a happy ending? And sometimes you're like, oh, this show will have a happy ending. I'm not going to give that away to you. I'm not going to give that away, the ending to you, but I'm going to recommend this. That's all I recommend. You know, on this channel, if you're already here, we give 3 recommendations. Recommend with caution means it's a terrible movie, but if you like bad movies, you'll like it. Recommends, it's great, it's a good movie, you know, it's a solid movie, not fantastic, not bad, you know, it's just a great solid movie that you should watch. And the highly recommend is like, it's a top-notch movie that you can't miss. I'm gonna give this a good recommend. Like I said, almost there at the highly recommend, but it's a solid recommend. Why don't I give it the highly recommend? For me, I don't know, I gotta use a little bit more action, and then the last episode, it's kind of choppy. I didn't really like that last episode very much, especially the last 15-20 minutes. I feel like some of the characters didn't some of the characters decision making was kind of rocky and stuff like that. It's like, why did they do this? So you know, up to the 15.5 episodes, it's fantastic. Last half, you know, it's kind of like, why are you doing what you're doing type of stuff. But we're just gonna give us a solid recommend. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, check this out on Netflix, especially if you're somebody who likes historic dramas. I think this show will be definitely for you. Have a great day. Until the next video, bye.